guys? It is Sunday, December 14th, 2025. MMAOB Daily Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Adam Martin. Big Marcel. We're going to recap the last UFC event of the year, the last one, ESPN, thank God. I mean, hey, Marcel, by the way, did you know it was the last ESPN event on a UFC event? Because we didn't get told 100 times last night during the broadcast. Like, fuck, man.
I had no idea.
Card felt like it took forever, dude, didn't it?
It was just, listen, I don't want to be a bitch, but it was like super fucking annoying, because like it was already a fucking late card, There. I'm sorry, Mom. I said twice fucking in the first sentence. I said again, like last time. My mom was like, dude, I was watching the first 3 minutes of your podcast and you said fuck 3 times in one sentence. I'm sorry. So, yeah, but I was watching and it's like, it's already like, why? You can do one segment for ESPN, do it in the middle, or do it after the show. It's just like it's just annoying.
No, I agree. It was a little bit too much. So, I mean, that's it for the ESPN era, and I'm glad. I mean, let's move on. Let's move on to the Paramount era. Like, it could only be a good thing. And I almost feel like it was a slap in the face because honestly, that card wasn't like if it ended well. I'll say it ended well. The last couple of fights were good knockouts, but it wasn't a great card, man. Like I just wanted to get your thoughts off the top. I'll get the comments in a second here, but like it was a mid card, right? Like, would you say? What were you thinking? 5 out of 10?
Yeah, that's a little bit high either, and it went a little bit up because of the finishes in the co-main and main event and the Costa finish. But overall, the card felt like a real not great, like almost a typical Apex card that was dragging on. It felt like, and. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, the finishes on this card were great, but there were some fights on this card just like, dude, what am I fucking watching,
I mean, I agree, obviously. I mean, it was just a mid card, but again, we'll get into it in a second, but I want to get the comments here. Seamus, what's up, brother? Glad to have you here, man. What's up, Joe? Glad to have you here, brother. Eagles, huge win today for the Eagles over True's Raiders. Sign Collectibles, what's up, man? Crazy upset, dude, just now. Saints, I didn't expect that. Pacing of an influencer boxing event. Pretty much, yeah, the pacing was horrible last night. Like, it really was the worst pacing. Lazy Man, what's up, brother? He says, give us like absolute fucking lootly. Ghost, what's up, man? You didn't send your picks into the confidence pool, Ghost. I was hoping nothing was wrong, man, because you're the first guy to send your picks in every week. So, hope everything's okay with you, brother. What's up, Antoine? Glad to have you here, brother. Last week it was actually not great for me. I was pretty sick all week. I told you, Marcel, the other day. I was really sick this week. Like, I felt horrible. So I had my bowling league Wednesday, and I wasn't feeling great that day. But like, it wasn't anything like where I was like, okay, I can't go. And it's a very competitive league. I know it's bowling, but it's competitive. First 2 games, I'm bowling great. I was right there, and then third game, halfway through the third game, I hit this wall, Marcel. I just didn't feel good, dude. I started feeling really dizzy, and I felt sick. So I just I withdrew for the last game. I just sat down and watched. I couldn't stand up straight. It was really weird. And then basically just kind of rested. So I'm feeling a lot better now, guys, but it wasn't good. Antoine's asking what happened. Yeah, Antoine, like the day before, I think it was like Tuesday, I was just sitting down with my daughter eating lunch, and I started to feel like a bit sick. I didn't know what it was. There's been a lot of like colds and stuff going around. I think I got hit with something. Like, a lot of people are sick right now in Ontario, so I think that's what it was. Like, I'm feeling a lot better today, though, thankfully, because man, the last few days, Marcel, it was pretty bad. I was texting you, obviously, and I'm like, dude, I feel awful because this fucking guy's always sending me these stupid WhatsApp messages, joking around with all this bullshit, which is usually funny. But I'm like, dude, I'm not feeling it right now.
By the way, Adam is kind of lying here because he says he played very well the first 2 games. He absolutely sucked. So no, I don't know what was it there. I'm just talking out of my ass. But yeah, I was texting Adam and he didn't say anything back. But I didn't say like, "Hey, dude, where are you at?" or something. But he was like, "Dude, I really feel bad," and I was just like jokingly said stuff like the whole day. I think. It's like, what the fuck?
No, well, we appreciate you, brother. Anyways, I'm doing a lot better, guys. So that's your answer, Antoine. Doing a lot better. Thanks so much, Sign Collectibles. Yeah, I came second place in John B's contest, obviously, nice. Marcel. It was a 6-month contest. I mean, a lot of you guys are in the contest, obviously. It was a grind. I was looking back at it, and it's crazy. Like, there was nothing I could have did last night to win because, obviously, Jackson, who sometimes is in this chat room as well, he won, and congrats to him because he had a great 6 month or half a year. It came down to 2 points, and it just sucks because last week I had Merab. If Merab won, I would have won the pool, Marcel, but he lost. So I couldn't have expected that though. You know what I mean, Marcel? Like like who would have expected that? So, I made some good picks during the season. Like I had to take some risk because of the way that the pool works with the dog multiplier. I hit a couple dogs like Neil Magny. There was a few other ones I hit. Like I was pretty uh smart with them, but I missed on some too. Like I remember I picked Drakus when he fought Hamza, and I lost on that one. So it's not like I just only hit dogs. I lost on some of them too. It was a great pool. I really like the pool a lot. I know you like it too, Marcel. You're playing in it again, right? Obviously.
Yeah, probably. Why not?
I mean, I want to take your money again, so I got to take your money again, right? So, also, we obviously just finished the year at MMA Oddsbreaker. Give a shout to the big man at MMAOB, right? Marcel, Nick.
Next.
He came in first. So Nick actually pays a cash prize to the winner, but he's gonna just pay himself, take himself out to a steak dinner. So it actually works out good. Nick's probably like, "Fuck yeah, I don't have to pay these motherfuckers any more money." Because last year Cole won it, obviously, and he got some money from Nick, which was awesome. But yeah, I mean, like so it was actually Nick was like I think out of the year he finished with 347 out of 514, which is like a 68% winning percentage, which is incredible. I was like, I think I was 337, so I was 10 picks back, but it's still good though. I think it's like 65 or 66%, so I did good, and you also did pretty good. But I think you actually had a lead on me almost the whole year, Marcel, but you kind of like coughed it up a little bit at the end when you started taking risks, which I don't blame you because you wanted to try to win it, right? You started taking more underdogs.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to take risks, So yeah,
you can't just. That's the thing. Like even in John's pool, and John's in the chat. What's up, John? Glad to have you here, brother. You have to take some risks to win. Like here's the thing. Last week, I told you if Josh, I even told people in the pool, I'm like, if Josh Van's the dog, I'm taking him with the first pick, and he ends up at plus 195, and it has to be plus 200 to get the multiplier. And I would have put him first. I even said it in the chat before. I'm like, please give it to me. I almost wish I did because I checked. If I fucking did, I would have won. Alex, what's up? Send him the link. Send Alex the link.
Yeah, you were like GSP. Please, style shot. Give it to me.
Yo, get Alex in the chat. What's up?
Yeah,
let's get him in. Alex, what's up, man?
If he wants to, for sure.
But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, you had a good year, Marcel. I think overall, you picked a lot of dogs. You picked a lot of dogs, correctly. So
yeah, Luana Santos.
Yeah, get Ozzy Diaz's number one fan in here. Yeah, let's get him in. Yeah, the Philip Rivers thing was fucking crazy, dude. Unbelievable. Like, so this is a football game, Marcel, that just happened.
Yeah.
Guy's 44 years old. He just came back at a 5-year retirement and almost won the game. And he was up plus 600 underdog his team. So they almost won. They lost by 2 points. It's crazy. Question for Marcel. What's up, man? What do you think about the action of the FC20 support? Was this last week? The thing you told me about?
I think on today actually. I haven't. I only saw like pictures. Look good, man. They had a big. How do you say that? A big over the crowd. I don't know how you say that when fans made something. Like a big. How do you say that, man? With from cotton a thing. You know what I mean? Like a big sheet. There you go. A very big sheet through the whole stadium, I think. Look pretty good, man. Yeah, Tifo, exactly. Yeah, look pretty good, what I saw. But yeah, I haven't seen the game itself, so I cannot say completely, but I only saw some pictures, man.
No worries. You sent Alex the link? Or he knows about it? He knows?
Or do you always ask me 3 times the same question?
He already has the link anyways. It doesn't change.
Yeah.
It doesn't change. Yeah, no, it's good. Anyways, that's the answer to that. Yeah, the guy is it's crazy, Marcel. This guy that came back we were talking about, he's 44, right? He has 10 kids. 10 kids. And one of his kids, I think, is like 22 years old. So the kid has a kid. So this guy's a grandfather, and he's 44. He's a grandfather. It's fucking dude. He just came. He almost won. As like the other team was minus 1,000 and almost lost. It was crazy. I'm trying to think of like an MMA comparison. I don't know, like
Randy Couture when he came. Yeah,
I was thinking that when he fought Tim Sylvia, right? Kind of like that. Although Tim Sylvia sucks. So I mean, does it really compare? Actually, Tim Sylvia he was okay for a bit, but he had some good fights. I have no idea what this says.
He says you congratulations with Ajax as always. Come on, Twente Enschede. Thank you, man.
How do you? That's Dutch. That's Dutch.
Yeah, you also congrats with Twente. They won as well. So
wild. Hopefully Alex jumps in. There he is, motherfucker. There he is. He just woke up. Look at him. What's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man? Glad to have you here, dude.
Yeah, what's up?
I should have sent you the link. I just honestly figured you didn't want it because this card was not that good.
That's all good. I was just watching Fury, so I was fucking kicking back.
Yeah, for sure. So glad to have you here, brother. You want to just tell us about the card last night? We'll go through the fights, obviously, but your overall thoughts on the last
Oh,
ESPN card and a pretty shitty Apex card. Let's be honest, it wasn't
can,
great.
can I break in before he begins?
Yeah,
Also,
fine.
if you can tell us if you want to share the Magni Amazon story, please do it.
Yeah. Just go into it, Alex. We'll take it away.
Did I just go out of focus?
You went out of focus a bit. We gotta see that pretty face of yours, Ozzy.
Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Keep talking.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there was a couple good knockouts. There was one good fight on the prelims, but again, I want to hear Alex's thoughts because he was fucking there. He's there cage side for all these cards. What's up, Paul? All right, Alex, go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, the card fucking sucked. There's a couple good knockouts. There was 7 rookies on the card, and like two or three of them were showed good things. Anyway, whatever. So what happened with the Magna Amazon stuff was basically it was a commission issue.
Yeah.
They didn't have paperwork for one of the tests for Amazon, and they basically pulled the fight. And the UFC brass was basically like, all right, well, what can we do? And they're like, no, nothing. He's not gonna be able to fight. So they had to like go back and forth and pull the rabbit out of the hat and got it all good enough for the commission to let it go. So
it's crazy, man. Yeah, because there was obviously a report, I guess, from JT Lyons. He's like a gambling guy on Twitter, and he said the fight was off. He said you'd heard the fight was off, and then you said you had been hearing something too. You weren't sure, and you couldn't confirm it. That's the problem. I think that if you're going to put it on social media, you kind of got to be sure. But at the same time, like there was something up, like you said. So
yeah, I got to give him some leeway as well because he said he was hearing the fight might be off. I think he posted. So he didn't say he was completely off, but at least Alex here explained that he was kind of right. So yeah, but
yeah. I'm never gonna like try and figure out fight night cancellations like ever again ever since the Ortega
oh god,
yeah.
How did the fuck did that fight ever go on, dude? That's like didn't he like black out or something from the weight cut or something like that?
He was basically in a coma for 30 minutes.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. That's because they do their own commission thing.
And took 4 IVs, which is illegal. So so after that, dude, like I know it's myself, I'm never gonna try and do something fight night because there's so much shit behind the scenes that like no one ever knows, and there's so many strings attached. So like, I'm done, bro. Like I can speculate, it's fun about it, but like I won't ever report on it because that China debacle just.
No, I get it.
Let
me just get the comments to you. By the way, Jackson, what's up, man? I just gave you some props because he won that contest in the Discord, which is awesome. LazyBed said, fair to JT Lyons, does a podcast with Angelo, who does the Bad Takes podcast with Josh Thompson. He's not the brightest, but I trust Alex. I mean, listen, like it was out there. Like he tried to warn people. I will say that I was looking at the comments. People were like, "You fucking lied. You were trying to like make the betting odds move in your favor so you could bet more on Amazon." Like it's. I think people were paranoid, like that motherfucker that Marcel dealt with on eBay today. That he was telling me about Marcel. But we'll talk about that later.
It's just like. If you're willing to put your neck out there and report fight news, fight matchups, and you're wrong,
you get crucified, dude.
We'll get crucified, and that's why, like, I always tell people, like, bro, like, don't put it out on social media until you fucking have sources.
Well, that's why Marcel gets 2 sides, right? Like,
such a fucking bad look. It's such a bad look.
You're like that too. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get into the card itself, guys. Main event: Manel Kape knocks out Brandon Royval. What did you guys think of the stoppage? So I'll start with you, Alex, since you were there. You're cage side for this, or were you?
Yeah, I was.
What did you think of the stoppage when you were sitting there?
I mean, technically, I guess they could have let it go on a little longer, but I mean, he went out and Manel woke him back up with another punch. So
pretty much,
I was fine with it, and I think that's a title shot.
What do you think, Marcel?
He was out. He was clearly out, actually, and he woke up after another punch. So this is a good stoppage,
Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, maybe a little bit early, but like again, I don't think it would change it. He was going to get ground and pounded into oblivion. So, dude, Manel Kape's legit. I mean, I've liked the guy for a long time. Like I liked him before. Like, it's crazy. I did a podcast with Aaron Bronstetter in like 2017, and we were talking about like fighters to look for. And I was like, "There's this guy in Ryzen named Manel Kape. You guys got to keep your eye." This is like Alex 8 or 9 years ago. So he's been on my radar for a while, and then he came to the UFC and he laid some eggs in his first couple fights. Like he lost to Pantoja in like kind of a close fight, and then also Mateus Nicolau. It was a really shitty fight where he like should have won. But since then, he's beaten everyone except for Makayev, who is really good too. Obviously, I think Kape's really good. I think Kape and Van's an incredible fight. So they both want to fight in Houston. I think. I don't think they're going to do it, but I would be down. Alex, have you heard anything like?
I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I mean, who knows, dude? Like the thing about the UFC, like they can do whatever the fuck they want now. Like and especially with Paramount, like Paramount's really open to anything the UFC wants to do. So who knows?
Yeah.
And I mean, Strickland versus Fluffy is a perfect co-main event. Like fuck it, whatever.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
Give a shout out to our boy Craig. What's up, Craig? Glad to have you here, man. I mean, I'd be down for the fight. I don't think they're going to do it, but it'd be amazing. Who would you guys like? Is Kape the favorite? Is he the favorite?
Yeah,
he's the favorite. What do you think, Marcel? Is he the favorite?
If you ask me, yes. If you ask me who should get the fight, I say it's Tyra. But
why though? Why?
Why not? Why not? Because
Kape has 3 wins in a row, but Tyra has two.
So but he lost to, okay, let's see. He lost to Royval, right?
Tyra you heard Manel Kape. You heard his MMA math last night.
I don't mind. Listen, I like Kape. I have no problem with him. But listen, he lost to Royval. Okay, then he won to Park, and then he beat Moreno. The win over Moreno is a win over former champion. Royval, yes, he got a win over Moreno. I know that was super close. Could have gone either way. So if you got to do the math, it's can go both ways.
Yeah.
And you can look at it like Royval had a close fight with Joshua Van. And Kape knocked him out early or knocked him out immediately, like in the first round. So I can see it. I don't have a problem with it. But it's not like it's clear cut for me. You know what I mean? I think Tyra has as much as a case as Kape has. But yeah, that's my opinion.
I'm okay with either fight, honestly. Horg Gucci got a fight booked yesterday. He's fighting. Who is it again? I forgot for a second. Who's it?
Basi.
Why? Like, what's the point of this fight?
Also, why is that a co-main event to Bautista Oliveira? That's
also why is Albazi ranked 5th? Like, he has 1 win over Kape France, that was a robbery, and Kape France is retired. I think he's basically retired. He's not even in the rankings anymore. He's taking time off. Whatever you said, Marcel.
Yeah.
But yeah. The MMA Show podcast. Yeah, I think this was the one that Aaron used to do with Bazooka Joe. Yeah. But he did like a Christmas special where I went to the TSN. This is like, again, a few years ago, but I went there with Chamakar Sandhu, who I think you guys know from Twitter. You guys know Chamakar, right? From you know what I'm talking about, right? Sandhu from
Sandhu, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Alex probably does too. He was there, and there was someone else. Oh, Alex Lee from
MMA Fighting.
MMA Fighting, yeah, he was there too. So it was pretty cool. But anyways, I remember I brought up Kape, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, I think he's really good, guys.
I will say this. I agree. So I personally think Kape stamped his title shot with that win. I will say that Tyra is right there in the winning, and he could easily jump Kape. I will just say that, like, if the UFC was looking at it, like, I think Tyra is the future of the division. I think once he gets the title, he's gonna hold it for a minute.
Yep.
So with that being said, why don't you just throw Manel Kape, give him the title shot? The UFC has been trying to give him one for a minute now. He's just kind of fucking it up. Just give it to him. Have him. If he were to beat Josh Van, like, he's a fucking great trash talker. He's what the feather. Like, Pantoja is a phenomenal human being, one of the nicest people on planet Earth, and he's a dominant champion. But like, Manel Kape is like he's what the division needs to like give it more. I guess you could say, just because of his trash talk.
Dude, his mic skills are awesome. He was great in the mic last night, wasn't he? I was laughing my fucking ass off. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. It was awesome though.
Alex, one question to you.
Yes.
Tyra against Kape, who wins the fight?
Man, that is a fucking.
These fights are hard to call, man. That's why I like them all.
No,
the division's amazing right now.
That's why I want to know, because I look at it. Who I think is better? Is Tyra better or is Kape better? I think Tyra's ground game is better. Kape is clearly stand-up is better, So it's a clash of styles, I think,
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, the winner, the guy who wins that fight, they're not going to fight each other now. They're one of the two going to fight for a title because Patoja's out now.
Yeah.
I mean, so the one I think would win that fight, I would set in the title fight. I think Tyra would win that fight against Kape, and maybe a lot of people think Kape will win that fight. I understand that. So they maybe go Kape. And if you go on hype and about, like you said, you go on like the guy who can sell it the best and who talks a lot as well and also has the skills to back it up, you maybe go Kape, because Tyra is not like that the Maudi guy because he can't speak English, you know what I mean?
I'm kind of pissed they even booked this fight with Horiguchi because they could have just get Horiguchi versus one of the other guys that didn't get the title shot. But instead, he's fighting Almiro Bosky, who's a fraud in the top 5. That guy should not be ranked in the top 5 at all. That I look at the rankings, I'm like, why is this guy ranked? Like, I would have Charles Johnson ahead of Almiro Bosky easily. And Charles Johnson's like, what, 12th? He's so underrated. He fucking knocked out Josh Van last year, guys. It's crazy. The rankings are fucked. They're garbage.
But
by the way,
to answer your question, Marcel, gun to my head, I think Tyra beats Kape, but like it's such a iffy fight because if Tyra can't get Manel down, I think Manel fucking hurts him on the feet bad.
Very possible. By the way, I want to give a massive shout out to Brandon Royval, man, because this dude, he was number 1 contender. He took a fight with Josh Van, where Josh Van was just outside.
It was short notice, wasn't it?
3 weeks. 12, number 12, number 13. Josh Van was. He took that fight. He didn't say no. He lost that fight. Lost his number 1 contender spot. Had to fight again now to keep his ranking, probably. And he loses again now. But this guy, it doesn't mind who he fights. He just fights, and now he probably gets. I think he gets somebody like a Tim Elliott or a Steve Uracek. Because everybody else is pretty much good. So yeah.
Yeah, I posted it earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
All of his fights have been against ranked opposition.
That's
every
crazy.
Single one.
He's been a stud since he entered the UFC. I mean, the guy's every fight, regardless if he's winning or losing. I think this was the first time he's been actually knocked out in a fight, which sucks. But he's still in the top 5 for me, obviously, and he has wins over Tyron Moreno, so he's right there. Anyways, I mean, it's a good problem to have multiple contenders, right? It's a good problem to have, guys. And man, I've said for a while, obviously, lightweight's been amazing for the last couple of years. Bantamweight. Welterweight's seen a resurgence, but flyweight too, guys. Flyweight's also one of the best divisions. I say just ban anything above 170. Just everything below it's amazing.
Kape's best line, best 2 lines last night were in the post-fight press conference where he's like, Tyra, Cookie. They say they don't even know his name. He sounds like a cookie, and then he was like, this guy, all he knows how to say is I'm happy. Fucking dude, he's so fucking good.
He's a fucking joker. Good. He had that nice suit on, the glasses. He looked like a president or some shit. It was hilarious, man. Anyways, it was a great performance. All right, let's get to the next fight here, the co-main event. Another guy that we're all high on, Kevin Vallejos. I mean, we've all said it since really the John Silva fight. He was actually favored to win that fight on the show, and at the time we were like, "What the fuck?" Like he lost to this guy, John Silva. John Silva was a stud, so it's not a bad loss. Since then, I think he's won 6 straight fights by knockout or something, or not by knockout, but he's won 6 straight fights, and he keeps beating these guys from Bloodline, right? Like that camp, he beat that Danny, what's his name? Danny Silva guy, and now he beat Giga. Now he calls him Cub. But this win was amazing. I mean, the spinning back fist. To be honest, Giga, I thought won the first round. I think the judges gave him the first round. He looked good. But Vallejos had that fight-changing power. That spinning back fist was incredible. First guy to knock out Giga, which is, a big... Beating him would have been nice, but knocking him out is a big feather in his cap. You don't like to call out, though, Alex. You don't like calling out a 43-year-old Cub who's basically retired. He's not actually retired, but...
Bro, that was an A plus performance. One of the best knockouts.
Yeah.
Man. And then he fucks it all up by calling Cub Swanson out, dude. Like, dude, you could have, even though John Silva's booked, you could have called for the rematch. You could have called Josh Emmett. You could have called Yusuf Zalal. You could have called out fucking anybody, but you call out Cub fucking Swanson, who's basically retired. Yeah. Like, dude, that's That's as bad as a call out as when Joaquin Buckley called out Conor McGregor. Like,
I mean, it's a fun fight, but like, yeah, the guy's basically retired, like you said.
It's not a fun fight. It's not a fun fight whatsoever.
Cub should be fighting. I can't even think who's that older featherweight. Like that's Cub should be fighting someone who's like 40
Andre
plus.
Feely. Andre Feely.
Yeah, or even Josh Edmonds. I think an older guy, right? 40, I think. But yeah, I think he just wants to take out that whole camp. But I mean, the guy's good. Like, there's no doubt. He's the future of the division too. He's 24, right? I will say, like, he gets hit a lot on his fights. Like, it's fun to watch, but it's gonna catch up to him, I think. But you enjoyed the knockout, Marcel, obviously. This one.
Yeah, man, but I felt like he really had he struggled in the first round with Giga, and I'm still not. Listen, I think he's a very good prospect. I think he's super young. But what is he going to do if he fights a real good wrestler? You know what I mean? I still haven't really seen it. You know, I've seen some ground game, but not a really, really good wrestler who wants to keep him down on the ground. You know, and that's what I'm wondering. You know what I would like, man. Do the fucking Brazil, Patricio Pitbull against Vallejos. You know, I
hopefully Pitbull just doesn't wrestle him because he might.
Yeah, but that's a good. How do you say that?
Test,
good test for him. You know, can you defend the takedown? Can you keep it standing? Because if you can keep it standing, there's a good chance to knock him out, probably. You know, but that's why I'm always for like. Don't give the striker always a striker. Also, let him fight the wrestler, and let's see if he can defend takedowns and keep going on.
We'll see. I mean, I think he's going to get another ranked guy. So, I mean, David Onama is also another guy. I think that fight would be a lot of fun, obviously. Danny Ege's always Danny Ege's the gatekeeper of 145. He's always, durable. It'd be interesting. Could Vallejos knock out Ige? Maybe that's a 5-round Apex headliner, potentially. I don't know. Like, it's possible. Anyways, great knockout. He got a bonus. These two guys got a bonus. The next guy, or actually, no, there's one other fight quickly. This fight was horrible. This was one of the worst fights. Cesare Oleksiejczuk basically smothers Cesar, albeit 14 significant strikes landed. He did have 6 takedowns and he had 11 minutes of control, but he said he was injured, right? He said he hurt his knee or something, so he couldn't strike. I don't know, man. This fight was garbage, dude. I hated this fight so much. Terrible fight. Like, yeah, you won, right? And it's great for betting because if you bet on him, you're like, this is amazing. He's taking no damage. There's no risk. He's just winning. But as a fan, it's horrible. And if you're like Sean Shelby, right? Or was this Mick? Is Mick this middleweight?
Mick is middleweight, yeah.
Mick hated this fight, right? Mick must have hated this fight. There's no way. Was Mick there? By the way, was he?
Yeah, he actually was.
Did you look cage side?
Of course, he was there. A heavyweight fight got fight of the night.
Oh yeah, that's why. Did you look over though, Mick? On this fight, he must have been fucking snoozing. Like this fight was horrible, dude.
I was so checked out on this fight.
Dude, this fight was so bad.
I was on my computer, fucking doing shit. Yeah,
it was probably. This fight was terrible though. I mean, there's not much to say. Like, I don't think his stock goes up. Like, I don't think.
No.
Like, if you fight like this in the UFC, you're gonna get cut soon. Like he won't get cut, but I mean, like. This was a bad fight. I'd like to think he really was injured because that's what Mihail said, his brother. But I mean, dude, he's nothing like his brother. That's for sure.
You know what's funny? This was a bad fight, but it wasn't even the worst fight on the card. So
we'll talk about the other fights because I know you can't wait to talk about those ones. Yeah, I know what this guy's talking about. Lazy Bet. He's talking about Radley De Silva, that guy from Contender, who also had a bad fight. And actually, James interviewed Radley, and I watched it. And he basically said like. He looked back at the fight and he was so pissed at himself because he's like, why did I fight like this? And like, I really regret fighting that way. And like, it was one of those things, Alex, where he said that the takedown came so easy. And he's like, why would I not just wrestle to win the fight? But then he's like, man, I didn't realize like I was on Contender and like, it was like about putting a show on, not just winning, which when we were watching the show, we're like, what the fuck are these guys doing? But when you're actually in the cage, maybe it's a bit different. But I think his coaches let him down because they should be like, dude, finish this guy. You can't just win the decision.
For what country was that guy again?
He's Canadian.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Canadians in this card in a second. I don't know how Melky Costa didn't get a performance of the night bonus for this insane knockout.
Robbed of it.
Completely robbed. I mean, really, Sharaf probably shouldn't have got a bonus. It should have been him instead getting the 50K. Or you could give him an extra bonus because there was a draw and there was no win bonus for that fight with the draw. I mean, I like Melky. I love him, right? You guys love him too. I mean, what is that? 5 straight wins now? It's incredible, right? You guys love him, right, Alex?
Yeah, he walked out to Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, so good.
That's epic. Yeah, dude. I mean, I say he's by far the unranked fighter of the year. Like he had a tremendous year and beat very good guys. Yeah, dude, he's fun. I still don't know like what his ceiling is. Probably like a top 10, but like That was a tremendous win.
I know. What do you think, Marcel?
Bro, here, the UFC posted about Melquizael Costa. That's 4 in a row this year, And I replied, and UFC kept the win bonus in the pocket with the draw with Buchecha Kennedy, but couldn't give him an extra performance bonus for Melky. 50K is life-changing money for a lot of these athletes. Melky deserved the bonus. I have 377 likes on that comment.
You wrote that? I didn't see that tweet.
On UFC Instagram, yeah. So it's like,
you wrote that in UFC Instagram? Wow.
Yeah, I don't do that often, but I mean, they're gonna yeah, man, they're gonna fucking, how's that? They're gonna show like a visual of him, like, look at him, he got 4 wins in a row in 2025, and then you don't give him a fucking performance bonus for this, and Charriere is not an easy fighter to finish, so it doesn't make sense to me. It's fucking bullshit that he didn't got a bonus. Actually, kind of pisses me off. It's like, it's pretty much like a Terrence McKinney kind of thing. You're never getting a bonus or whatever.
That's ridiculous. Terrence never got a bonus. That's fucking.
I mean, if they were dead set on giving Asplin Sheriff the fucking fight of the night, then you take the performance of the night away from Manel Kape because he's already got enough money in the main event, and you give it to Melky Costa.
This crazy thing, it's fucking criminal, dude. Honestly, so yeah, great win. I mean, he should get a ranked opponent too. Like I want to see this kid in the rankings. I like him a lot.
That's who should fight David Onama next.
I don't mind that at all. I think that's a fun fight. And I think he probably wins that fight. Yeah, a fight that we never really speak about again. Kenny Cheku and Marcus Buchecha fight to a draw. We almost got our pick right. We had Buchecha was a consensus dog. It was the right side, I think, because it was a draw. Yeah, horrible fight. Kennedy won first and third round. Second round, Marcus won 10-8 because there was like an eye poke. Some people are arguing 10-7. 10-7! He did so much ground. I'm like, what did he do really? He didn't really do that much. Like,
the eye poke was fucking funny because it was like Kennedy pretty much stretched his fingers and Buchecha went and with his hand in the finger. It wasn't like he did like this, but Buchecha but it's still Kennedy's fault because he cannot put his fingers out. So,
bro, I'm surprised he continued. I thought he was going to take a no contest. I thought he was going to say I can't see in.
Would have been better for all of us, I think.
It would have been better. And the thing is, they didn't change anything financially because no one got a win bonus anyway. So they just fought an extra 7 minutes or whatever. Terrible fight. I mean, there's nothing else to say, right? You guys don't want to talk about this fight.
Skip it. I don't know.
All right, next fight here we had kind of a bad fight too. I think King Green defeats Lance Gibbs and Giga by split decision. I didn't like this fight. I don't think Lance had a great showing. I mean, it was short notice, so you're going to give him another fight. But I thought Green clearly won the fight. I had it 2-1. I don't know how Chiro Camijo had it for Gibson. That's crazy, right, Alex? Like,
yeah. When I was watching it, I had it 1-1 going to the third, and then
that's what I had too.
And then Bobby
won the third.
Yeah, I had a 3-0.
Yeah, he had 3. I think it was closer to 3-0 than it was like 2-1 Gibson, but it wasn't a great fight. I mean, I love Bobby Green or King Green, but it just wasn't a great fight. It was short notice. That was a weird fight. I don't know why they needed to save this fight so bad. You could have just booked Green for the Pimblett card, but whatever. Maybe got the fight out of it. All right, here the fight we talked about a little bit earlier. Yaroslav Amosov and Neil Magny actually did fight. Yaroslav won really easily. He looked great. I mean, the thing is, he trains an American Top Team, right? So he's got the best coaches, and they were like, okay, throw the leg kicks. He's chopping Neil Magny down and then gets a takedown and submits him like right away. So it was like a perfect performance. He didn't get a bonus. I think it was just kind of competitive for the bonuses because there were some nice finishes. But he on another card he might have got one. It was a great performance, right, Alex?
Yeah, A+ performance. Went in there, ran over Neil Magny. I think you give Amosov Leon Edwards next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a fun fight, but I want Leon Edwards to fight Joaquin Buckley. I want the mumbler against the yapper, like I said, So, but yeah, I mean, makes sense. But you know what I do? I give Amosov Bilal Muhammad. That's what I'm doing. I'm just Bilal is number 5. He lost 2 in a row. Amosov looked really good against Magny, and let's see how he does against a really good wrestler himself, like Bilal as well. It's interesting.
It's interesting.
And,
yeah. I mean, they're paying him a lot of money, I would think, right? Yaroslav, like he's getting, so they can't just give him like bums. And I think Magny that's a great test, like to pass.
Or Bonfim. You can go Bonfim, you can go Leon, you can go Bilal. I mean, you can try and retire Kobe.
Yeah, I think the UFC wants to build up Bonfim. They probably give him somebody like Colby, Burns, like these kind of guys.
Well, is Burns actually fighting Mike Bilal? Do you know anything about that, Alex? Is that
No idea.
I know he talked about that. I asked someone that's connected, and they said that it's unlikely. That's what I heard. So I don't know what Burns was saying in that video. I don't even know when that video was from, really. But I wouldn't mind that fight.
Maybe he was just trying to get a fight with
right?
a lot.
Yeah. Remember when that UFC documentary, that three-piece came out, and that Dana had on the board that they were going to make Rakhmonov against Usman. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
people are going to report like Shafkat is fighting Usman. That's like that was from last year. You know?
True.
That never happened.
By the way, here's a comment from Blake. Hey Blake, what's up, man? He said George Mangos. I don't think so because that card is 15 fights, right, Marcel, or 16 fights or something. 15. So.
Oh, here's maybe a good thing. So,
perfectly segue, right? Yeah. Marcel, breaking news, ding, ding, ding. You got breaking news here, Ox.
Sergey Spivak against Ante Delia is no longer on the Sydney card. It's on Houston. So, there you go.
They got to put the heavyweights in Houston. Vic's going to be there, so they got to put the heavyweights in Houston.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Are you going to that one, Alex? You going to fly down?
Probably not, but I think Fury is having a fight the night before. So, I mean, if I do, I'd probably do.
Dude, you should do it, man. That'd be sick.
Houston, but
go down with your wife. Go make it a weekend. It'd be awesome. You know.
She has no. Doesn't want to go to Texas. Why the fuck would you go to Texas?
Well, for Fury, dude. For Fury, obviously. I want to give this shout out to Knox here because he's right. I mean, Magny takes every fight to offer, and he fights the best guys, and he's often victorious. I mean, he's kind of a low-key legend. Hopefully, we get Shavkat Amosov one day. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Shavkat, I got to give him a fight booked hopefully soon. All right, get back to the card. Joanna Brito defeats Isaac Thompson by decision, but I mean, it was pretty competitive in like the first round. Because here's the thing: I thought Thompson clearly won the first round, then Brito won the second and third, but the judges actually had Brito. Yeah. It was really weird scorecards. Two of the judges gave Brito the first 2 rounds and Thompson the last round, and one of the judges had flipped. So, Marcel, there was a world, Marcel, where it could have been a decision for Thompson winning 1 and 3 potentially, which is crazy. Yeah. But I mean, Brito won, but I wasn't impressed. Like, I'd rather watch Thompson fight. You know,
bro. I think Thompson showed it really well on the 3 or 4 days' notice. I think it's crazy to say, but actually Thompson had the less result than Lance Gibson Jr. But I think his performance was better. You know.
Oh, for sure. Not even question. Yeah,
he looked really good. You know, and Brito just had the better cardio at the end of the fight, the third round, and the second were a little bit better. So he did well. You know, you can finally make that motherfuck fight with Brito and Ige, although I think Brito might need another one to get somebody in the rankings.
It wasn't a great performance by Brito. I mean, he won. What do you think is Zach Thompson, though, Alex? You like this kid?
He's my guy. I did a prospect of the month on him like 3 months ago, and I've been really pushing him to get to the UFC. And dude, I thought he showed out for.
Yeah.
It was a pretty tough matchup for him, and like he showed that he is UFC caliber, and it was just Brito using his size and experience to win that fight. But I mean, I think he showed that he belongs.
I agree. I mean, you guys are right. Here was a question by Lazy Med, which I'll get to. Thoughts on Apex opening for general admission, 1,000 capacity. So they're bringing in new seats, I guess. It's cheaper or something.
So by February, there's going to be 500 seats in there, and by the summer, hopefully they're going to have 1,000 seats in there.
Okay.
And they're actually going to be selling tickets. I heard they're going to go for like $250.
That's great.
Which is that's a great price for the Apex.
It's cheap, dude.
Yeah. So, dude, 1,000 people in the Apex is going to be it's going to be great. It's going to remind me of like the Palms days, you know.
For sure. I think it's good. All right, getting back to the card, we had fight of the night here. Heavyweight bout. Stephen Asplin defeats Sean Sharaf, second round TKO. I mean, this was an absolute fucking war. Great fight. I have no problem with it getting fight of the night because it was an amazing fight, I thought. I mean, the output here from Stephen Asplin is cool. I'll get your thoughts in a second, but 170 significant strikes landed, which was second all time to DC, and he went 5 rounds with Stipe in the fight. He set the record, and so this is incredible output from a heavyweight who, I mean, we obviously know the story. 520 pounds, lost all that weight. I mean, the guy doesn't have the best physique, but my God, his cardio is insane. Great post-fight interview, Alex. He talked about he's a big pothead. Apparently, he smokes weed, and he likes smoking weed and fighting and playing video games, and he's just an awesome dude. I love this guy. I mean, his personality is like this is what you need. And the fight was amazing. So, like, it was just a great fight. And obviously, Dana loved the fight. He put the pictures of Sharaf on his Instagram. So, let me start with you, Alex, and then Marcel. I'll get your thoughts.
No, I want to go first.
Okay.
On this one.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Fuck my dick, Adam. You have like this fight. Listen, Asplund definitely deserved a bonus, I think. He looked great, you know.
Sure.
His cardio was amazing. He kept going. He had the same pace from the first minute on. No problem with that. But fight of the night over some performances? No, I would give Asplund the performance of the night for sure. I wouldn't give Sharaf a performance or a fight of the night. Listen, he did okay, but it wasn't like fight of the night worthy to me to give both guys a fight of the night. Give Asplund a performance, you know, gave fucking Costa a performance, gave Vallejos a performance, and gave Kape a performance, or even Alisov, you know, I don't mind, you know what I mean? But fight of the night, no, I disagree with.
You're right, but also like Alex said, they could have easily just given fight of the night and then an extra bonus for a performance, right? Which they do sometimes randomly. I'll keep your thoughts on the fight. I know you're a big fan of this guy. He's your boy.
Yeah, actually, look for a feature story on Steven Asplund.
There you go.
Coming out in the next next couple weeks or months. Beautiful. Yeah, man. He's fun. He's fun. He's got a fun personality. And he went in there and beat the fuck out of Sean Sharaf.
Dude, that fight was crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah, just beat the shit out of him.
And credit to Sharaf too, because he had that nasty cut like early in the first round. He kept fighting through it. So
I thought it was an elbow that got him because he was throwing elbows.
It was a punch, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, the punch. Dude.
I haven't seen a punch open a cut like that before. I mean, that was incredible.
It's pretty wild. But yeah, man, there's a lot of lower tier heavyweights that Asplund can fight. Just keep giving him. Like
didn't Hockett call him out? I don't want to see that fight though.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about Josh Hockett, dude.
The thing is, like, I think Hockett probably honestly wins because, like, I've seen Asplund get taken down.
But he's by
Denzel Freeman. You saw that fight in LFA where he got taken down, submitted. So I'd rather just give him strikers, but give him fun fights. Like, just listen. This guy's not going to win the belt, but you can give him good fights. You can give him fun fights.
Who do you want to see him against?
Great question. I have to look, but it would probably be someone who's like
wrote about it. Who did I say?
You did your article, yeah.
Max Gimenez.
No,
I actually said Ryan Spann.
Ryan Spann's fighting Kudiev, isn't he? Yeah. They just announced that, yeah. Which is a horrible fight. All right, let me look. Heavyweight division. All right, so Kennedy. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right, I'll give you guys. Well, I mean, I was gonna say Glare and Pat. I think that would be fun stylistically. Who was on this card? But I'd rather give him someone. You know what? Give him Janata Denise, man. Give him that fight. That'd be fucking awesome, dude. It'd be a fun fight. Denise can't. Yeah, it'd be fun. I think I would pick him to beat Denise, probably. Right, but it'd be interesting because Denise has that glory kickboxing background. So it's an interesting fight. I don't know. Listen, there's no rush. I mean, he's young actually. He's 26, I think, isn't he? He's really young. His dad used to fight in Bellator, which is crazy. Kevin Asplund.
He fought Bobby Lashley, right?
Yes, he did in Bellator, which is insane, right? I'm like, because I remember when he fought there, I'm like, I've heard of this guy's last name before, and then I looked up, like, what the fuck? It's crazy. Asplund saying that Howkett ducked him. Yeah, was this for Contender? Was that supposed to be a Contender series? It was, eh?
Was it, or it might have been LFA, to be honest?
Oh, maybe LFA, yeah.
The card in Vegas.
In May, he said, so probably LFA.
Oh, by the way, he said there was a fight in LFA that he had fight of the year last year, and he wants to rematch the guy. Do you know the guy I'm talking about, Alex? There was a fight that went to decision.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, he did.
What's the guy's name? He said he's his boy now or something, but he wants to fight. I think he wants
Larry Gonzalez.
The fight was crazy, right? It was like a really good fight.
I didn't watch it, but I know that Larry Gonzalez just knocked out Anthony Grasso, who Steven Asplund knocked out.
That's probably why that makes sense. And he was on the Tough Enough, which you're always at. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Bring that guy in the UFC. We need more heavyweights, and they can cut Max Gimenez, Marcel, and then fill the roster spot with him. They should.
Okay.
Yeah, because that guy sucks.
Cut Max Gimenez, cut Alan Fry,
Nice. I like this.
Actually, Alan Fry kind of looks like you if he had like shorter hair, Alex.
All right, let's get back to the card. There's a few more fights. Juana Santos defeats Melissa Cronin. She basically, someone said this reminded them of that fight between Cheyenne Bays and what's the Montserrat Ruiz, where she just used that arm lock, like scarfo arm lock. It was like it was a terrible fight.
I told you, Adam, Luana got that dog in her. You
called it. I should listen on this one. But you should listen to me on this one because Blair Pat. I told you guys, Alan Fry is not good, and we saw the tape, and you're like, nah, you guys, you're wrong, Adam. You're wrong, dude.
that fight.
This guy had the shit. This fight was awful. I mean,
awful fight.
Is he gonna fight like Sean Saraf for loser, like leaves town? I guess.
I think he's probably gonna get cut. To be honest,
really, after one fight,
And then give me Pat fucking blows too because he couldn't finish him.
It wasn't great. He couldn't finish him. Yeah,
fucking blows.
I think technically though he's got some potential, but yeah, I mean, the fact you know what, Galarian Pat weighed like 230 something. Could he make 205? He didn't look that big to me.
I think they're both light heavyweights that don't want to.
Yeah, they didn't look that big. Like, by the way, Steven asked me, like, how big is he though in real life? Like when you actually are in the room, like, is he really that big?
Yeah,
he's big, eh?
Yeah,
he's like 6'5" too. So he used to be 5. He said he was 520 pounds. He's like, I was this little fat ass running around playing football and basketball. Apparently, I don't know, Antoine. He's a big basketball fan. Apparently he plays pickup basketball. He's a huge basketball guy. I mean, he's huge. So, anyways, I love Aspen, man. I'm standing for this guy. He's my new guy, man. I mean, love him. I fucking love him. We all love him. All right, so we talked about that, and then first fight of the card, only upset, the only betting on, the only dog was Jamie Lindhorst, and you did pick her, didn't you? We should have listened to you on this. Fuck, man, we're idiots, Marcel. We should listen to Alex. Great pick. She knocked out, dude. What a horrible performance by Bladed. She like couldn't get the takedown, gassed out in 2 minutes. Insane. And of course, Canadians had to win. We went 1-2 on the card, but we got one big win.
Julian Robertson would have won though.
And Julian, well, that fight got. Well, yeah. What did you hear about that? We didn't mention that. What did you hear? It was medical issue or something?
She had like herpes, a herpes on her lip.
You're joking, real? So that's a cold sore or something? Is that
something? Yeah, like a pimple.
You can't fight with that. Yeah, that's too bad. They rebooked that for UFC 326. Was that?
So the weird thing is, like, Lemos posted this February 7th, and the UFC announced for March 14th. So
is that the 326, the Holloway and
no, the Vegas cards. The Vegas cards.
Oh, it's Apex. Oh, okay. I thought it was okay. No worries. That's so long away though. 3 months from now. What the? They just trained.
You're really looking forward to that fight or something?
I still want to bet on Lemos, but I mean, probably not now after knowing that. That was not good.
After her getting a cold sore. Okay.
She got Rodolfo Bellato. Yeah, didn't the same thing happen to him? Yeah. No. I want to get this guy show here. Thank you, man. Happily Heavenly Holidays, fellas. Thank you for great 2025. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Okay. You too.
Dan, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. He said Aspen's my only bet in this card. Didn't trust a lot of the. Yeah, I mean, this was one of those cards where you just gotta stay away. In my article, I actually went 3-0 with my bets because I had Melky Costa, Kevin Vallejos, and Manel Kape because I went 3-0 and the 3 best finishes.
Yeah, I actually held true. Did not place one bet this year.
It's good
because I lost all my money last year. I was like,
you were hooked, man. You were on that Caesar's app, dude. That thing fucking hooked in, bro.
Yeah. So I lost all my money. I said I'm taking this year off. So
good for you.
So maybe next year I'll.
It's tough, and obviously you've been pretty like open about your previous addiction issues. I mean, like, it's not something a lot of people talk about, man. So props to you because I've dealt with it too, dude. You know, not to the same extent as you, obviously, Alex, but like it's a tough thing, right? So,
I mean, for sure, 1,000%. I mean, I wouldn't say it's more the gambling addiction. I mean, I will admit, like, once I start losing, I'll start like
chasing or whatever.
I'll chase it. Yeah. But it was mainly just like I'm actually not a good bettor because I bet with my heart. I fucking bet with I bet on my friends. I bet on people that I like, and I don't bet with my brain in it. Fucking.
Yeah, just stay away. You're better off, and we need you to do your journalism, and we appreciate you, brother, breaking all the news and giving us the scoop. We get a couple of more comments here. Where does Mick find these guys? Some of these heavyweights, I don't know. I mean, Derek Brunson was the one standing for this guy, Alan Fry. He was there, right? Brunson, obviously, he was there.
Dude, I just don't know how connected Sean and Mick are to the regional scene anymore. Like I honestly feel like it's just managers being like, "Hey, bro, sign my guy, sign my guy, sign my guy." Yeah. Look at this one highlight and sign my guy.
No, pretty much, and they just tell him this. Like it's probably just what's his name, House, being like, "This is our guy. He's getting in the card." Looking back at the ESPN era, graded 1 to 10, 7 maybe. Like it definitely helped grow the sport, but I feel like they also held it back in some ways.
I'm like conflicted about it because like on one hand, it should be like pretty high, like 8, because there's been like possibly the best knockout of all time with UFC 300, right?
Max and Justin, yeah.
And then like there's been fights of the year, Joanna Whaley,
it's crazy. 7 years.
Elvin Izzy, and it also grew the sport to now it's incredibly mainstream. But like on the flip side, we got the Apex, we got watered down product, we got not the best fighters fighting in the UFC. So there's like kind of, and the ESPN app fucking suck dick. So like,
what
do you think, Marcel? I want to get your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm kind of also in the middle. The thing is, like, people always want to say, "Oh, mainstream." Mainstream is not always being better. You know what I mean? Right. And that rhymed, and it wasn't the that I didn't want to do, but it rhymed. Mainstream is not always better. I mean, but the thing is, like, yeah, I mean, for the UFC, probably has been like a 10. You know what I mean? In their minds, but in my mind, I think, like, what I really don't like is the watered down cards. What Alex says, and that's the thing with, like, they have a lot of fighters, and I for every girl and guy on the roster, every man and woman on the roster, I'm happy for them they're on the roster, But at the same time, I think when you're in the UFC, you should have the best athletes all around the world on the roster, and that's not what the UFC does anymore, in my opinion. There are a lot of, like, mediocre fighters on the card, and that's why the cards are watering down. And that's why I always say, like, it would have been so much better if you have, like, 3 events a month, maybe even sometimes even 2, but not like 4 or 5, because I understand that a lot of these degenerate gamblers are super happy that there are so many fights that they can gamble every week, and that's why they are interested in it, But for me, it's like, I want to have the sport to a higher level, and you can go to a higher level with mediocre products sometimes,
There, and there's some stretches, like in the beginning of the year or like in the summer, where it's like 17 straight weeks of fucking UFC, bro. Like,
so someone was doing the math. I don't know if you saw that tweet. It was like, we're gonna have 6 weeks now, right, with a break, and then there's also a couple other breaks on that card, like the schedule they gave. So I think there's supposed to be like 30 straight weeks of fights, like from like
fucking crazy
March until
which, like, I get it. Like, I'm a hardcore fan. I love watching, obviously, but like, but like, they're so watered down cards.
It's nice to have a break once in a while. It is. I mean, it just is.
Also, so, like, to Marcel's point about the mainstream, like, it's true. Like, that's what made MMA cool, is because, like, it was like this, like, underground fucking cage fighting thing, and now it's big and there's uniforms and shit like that. Like, it's
it's like when I went to high school, we had to wear uniforms to school. That's funny. Feels like it sometimes. Marcel, here's a question from Lazy Bed for Marcel. Thoughts on Laura Sanko's suspenders?
Listen, Laura Sanko is good looking. Don't get me wrong. I like her as an interviewer and stuff. But as a commentator, I'm just not a big fan. And that's
she all. Suspenders?
Sorry,
she had like a tie on.
Like a tie on, but.
I mean, she did have suspenders at one point too. Yeah, I think she
can pull it off. I mean, like the tie out she wears, and she can pull it off. So,
I mean, I like Laura. She's hot. She knows the sport, but I think she's the best role for her is when she does a contender. The interviews and stuff. Anyways, did you? I don't know if you guys caught PFL. I did watch I watched the main card. The Nemkov beat that Ferrer guy who's a fraud by submission, and then Chris Cyborg submitted Sarah Collins. That was a nice finish for Chris. So good for Chris. But she calls out Dakota Ditchfoot. It's never happening, right, Alex? That'll never happen.
Yeah, it makes. I mean, I don't think so. Cyborg is way bigger than Dakota. Like, not even.
And like, Dakota's fighting. I know it's your girl, Marcel. Denise Keelholtz, who, I mean, it could be a fun fight stylistically, but like, realistically, she should be fighting Liz Carmouche, and they're keeping her away from Liz because they think Liz. They probably think Liz could take her down. That's probably why they're like, no, fuck this fight. We're not doing this fight.
I mean, if they think Liz is going to take her down, what do you think Cyborg is going to do to her?
Yeah.
Cyborg's 40, but she's still fighting at a high level. No doubt.
I love Denise Keelholtz, man. She's amazing, but we all know.
I know. What's the point of this fight, dude?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
I think Denise had just come back from giving birth, so it's also like she's mom now.
What do you guys think of this comment? PFL is doing better scouting UFC. You agree?
That's a good. I mean, they have a very good point, man. And I am very optimistic about the PFL next year with the new CEO and John Martin. Like,
that's my cousin John, or my uncle John. I mean, no, he's not. the guy that knocked out Kevin Jusay, Harborough, I think his name is. Like, he knocked out.
Belton.
Yeah, so he knocked out Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts his last fight, and now Kevin Jusay in highlight real fashion. So he's a very, very good prospect, and unfortunately, he's not in the UFC because I prefer him in the UFC because I think the fights are better. But they have some good fights. PFL.
I think he fought in LFL or in an Ellis, but
I think he did too, Marcel.
And he won a trip to Canada to fight with Firas Zahabi or to train there.
Really?
And that's when it really went off his career, I think. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And and to your point, like, while we would all love to see like the top guys in PFL and the UFC, like the welterweight championship, like. Sure. It is a positive that the PFL has high-level guys.
It's a good thing to have a competitor for sure. It is. It's not a bad thing.
Even though PFL will never, in a lifetime, ever surpass or even come close.
And that's the thing. They need to realize they're never going to. So they should just be the alternative and not the not really an alternative. Like they shouldn't try to compete with them. It's just an alternative for fans to watch as well. Like
that and an alternative for fighters who don't make it to the UFC or fighters who get cut to have someone to go fight.
100%. I'm with you. Marcel, question for you: is Vadim Nemkov top 5 heavyweight in UFC right now?
That's a good question, man. But the thing is, then let's come to the UFC, I would say, and check it out. But I mean, everything. Everything outside top 8 is overall not that amazing. And I think if you're a decent heavyweight, you can get in the top 8 of the UFC. You know what I mean?
All right,
probably be top 10.
This is the top 5. Does he beat Waldo Cortez Acosta?
I think he does.
Probably.
Does he beat Curtis Blades?
Not sure. That's the one where I try to draw the line, just stylistically.
Does he beat Sergey Pavlovich?
I don't think so. I'd say no.
Does he beat Alexander Volkov?
I'd say no. Maybe he can take him down though. Maybe.
Does he beat Cyril Gane?
No.
And does he beat Tom Aspinall?
No.
He's a good fighter, but he's not unbeatable. We've seen him lose before.
Alex is laughing. What do you think, Alex? Just speak.
No. I'm with you guys now. Light heavyweight, I think he might be fucking top 3.
Yeah.
Top 2.
Yeah, I'm still not 100%. So, and obviously Corey Anderson's been talking shit about him on. Apparently, he ducked a fight with Corey or something. I think that happened.
He turned it down.
Corey's claiming this, anyways.
Yeah, no, he did. They were supposed to fight in Dubai in February or some shit like that.
We will see if Corey's wife tweets something again.
Yeah. I think Corey's, by the way, he's a really good fighter. Corey Anderson.
He is.
Not the most exciting guy, but very, very good fighter. He was in the UFC. He knocked out Johnny Walker. That knockout was still a big shock to me at the time.
Speaking of that fight, if Johnny Walker would have won that fight, he would have fought John Jones.
Title shot, right? Yeah.
3 months later.
And was it Dominic Reyes that got the shot instead? Is that what happened? So history would have been different. It's crazy. All right. I don't know what happened with Amazon. Marcel or Alex talked a little bit about it. Oh, sorry. What happens with them? Sorry, that meant with what happened.
I think he's like top 5.
Probably a top guy. Like I would right now. I would think, but again, the problem with the rankings right now is you have these guys clogging up the rankings like Colby. Like he shouldn't be ranked because he didn't take fights.
You saw
every 2 years.
You saw the most recent interview with Colby?
I saw it. He seemed like a nice guy again. It's weird. His personality is so weird. He had the glasses on and everything. He looked like me. It was just weird. The one with Helen Yu, right? That's the one you're talking about? That one?
No, the one with Schmo.
Oh, well, they both do it because Helen and Schmo are, I think they're married.
They do it, yeah.
Yeah, well, they do it too. But they switch cameras. Like she'll do an interview and then he'll do an interview. So I usually watch hers. To be honest with you, I know you're Schmo's guy, Alex, but I mean, I like Helen's interview. I think she's a really good interviewer.
Schmalix.
The Schmo thing, I think he's a good interviewer too, but the whole he doesn't need it. I don't think.
It doesn't bother me, to be really honest.
It doesn't bother me. I just don't think he needs it. I think he'd do better just being himself. That's what I think. But imagine Alex put Alex at Alex, you should do it. Be someone else. All right. Wasn't Gino Carano supposed to take a fight? I mean, there's rumors she's going to fight Ronda. I don't know if you know anything about it. No. Rumors. Fight announcements. Yeah, we'll do fight. We'll talk for a couple more minutes here with Alex, and then we'll do fight announcements for 10 or 15 minutes, guys. After that. And then a lot of guys talking about Nemkov. We're going to do some podcasts. I've been thinking with Marcel about some ideas. We'll probably be back next Sunday. We'll do some podcasts. But yeah, we'll have Alex on at some point as well.
Maybe we do earlier. Depends on when we I mean, maybe if Adam wants to do it on Saturday, because sometimes
I'm not here this Saturday, so
sometimes he's a little bitch and he cannot make it.
No, I'm going. I told you I'm going to that water park this week. I already told you about this.
I always love it when Adam gives me a serious answer when I'm just
no, because I would otherwise, but I'm going to. I don't know, Alex. I'm going to a water park with my daughter, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be sweet, just for 2 days, but it's gonna be sick. It's like this little like it's called Niagara Falls.
Isn't it cold?
It's cold, but it's inside, so it's gonna be warm.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
But it's fucking freezing, dude. There's like snow everywhere, bro. It's horrible. The weather's horrible right now in Toronto and Ontario. Nelly Furtado had some really good songs, man. Some really good songs. I know Marcel's a big fan of Nelly.
Someone just asked, does MMA need to write articles about? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Duke.
Oh, here I see it. Okay.
Yeah, so usually like the last week of December, I'll do like a keep an eye on these 5 prospects in the UFC.
Yep.
And then usually February, March, I'll come out and do a 5 people that UFC should sign. And actually, I hit 4 out of 5 this year.
Oh.
I got Amazov, I got Lucien Keita, I got Ante Didelia, I got Lance Gibson, and the only one I'm missing was fucking Kenny Cross.
Alex,
hopefully he makes it.
Do you want a cookie now? Do you want me to send you Tyra? Do you want me to send you Tyra?
I do.
I'm gonna take 2 more questions here. So I want to get a shout out to our boy George. He said, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah.
Likewise, man. Thank you.
We'll do another podcast before then. Nagala's interview with Ariel, I don't really care about this whole thing. I'll be honest, man. I don't really care about it. It's a lot of beef, and I just don't give a shit. Do you think ESPN Paramount would be better objectively than ESPN? We'll see. I think it's still unanswered questions. But
I'm already annoyed with the starting times for those fight nights. It's like it's like 1 hour earlier than the pay-per-view main cards for the main. What the hell?
Speaking of last night, I didn't get home till fucking 12:30 at night, dude. Like, what?
Dude, Marcel didn't go to bed until 9:30 a.m. Right? What time, Marcel?
Yeah, 9. I was in bed.
I don't know how you do it, dude. Honestly, I have no idea how you do it.
You are a fucking savage.
He's a freak, dude. We're definitely doing a UFC Future show, and in fact, we'll probably do a recap because one of the guys, Sign Collectibles, went back and looked at our podcast from earlier this year. We talked about like future champions, and we looked at some odds and stuff. So we'll talk about that for sure.
We obviously all have Mackenzie Dern, so you know.
Yeah, send Alex some Stroop waffles, Marcel. There you go.
Did you ever have Stroop waffles?
What is it?
It's like these very thin waffles, and it's with caramel inside.
I think I have actually. Yeah, I think I probably have.
Okay.
Antoine, I don't care about this thing. I got to be honest. The whole Jamal and Joanna thing. This is like fucking high school drama, bro. I don't know. Would you guys care about this at all?
I had to write 2 stories about it last time. I don't give a 2 stories about it last week. I
get it because when I used to work for BJ, we had to do the clickbait stories. We have to, right? Because people are going to read it. But like, I don't really care about it. I did think that the thumbnail he did on his video was hilarious, though, with the Clown Clan or something. Like the guys
I have my thoughts on it. So yeah.
Okay, go ahead. If you care, go ahead.
Man, for some reason, the storylines, I kind of believe Jamal, dude, to be really honest, you know. I know a lot of people always hate on Jamal, but his side made the most sense out of all, you know, in my opinion. And I don't believe he lied at all, you know. So, but that's my take on it.
I think Joanna was pissed off that he has a girlfriend and he tried to get at her.
Yeah, someone said you blame him. I mean, no, I think Joanna's pretty good looking chick. I think for sure, badass. You know, is Nina Drama married? Yeah, I think she is married. I think her cameraman is her husband, right? So it must be awkward. Sean Strickland's hitting on her and stuff. Like the guy's filming it. Like,
did you see her husband, Alex?
I think so. I don't really. She's not even in my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not even in the same strike. I mean, Alex is an actual journalist, man. Come on, Alex is a real journalist, dude.
Alex will tell us on the records after the podcast. No problem, Alex.
Here, Marcel, question for you, by the way. Yeah. Which women are better, Cubans or Colombians?
It depends on each woman. I think, you know, I don't think you can say, oh, this is better or this is better. You know what I mean? So
I'd say the Colombians, man. I think some of those South American. I mean, you love the Brazilians, man. Yeah, Marcel loves them. Luana Santos, Marcel had the Lubo last night, bro.
No, but she, like I said, it wasn't possible because she had the dog in her. So I mean, you cannot do that. You know?
Absolutely. All right, let's end this podcast. We're gonna do a fight announcement. We'll just do that by ourselves, for like 10 minutes after this. Alex, dude, thanks for jumping on short notice. It was a lot of fun. It was probably more fun that you jumped on. We always love having you, brother. Check you out, Alex, at MMAOB. You said you have some prospect profiles coming up still soon.
Yeah, those will be out like last week of December. Look for a feature story on Steven Asplin coming up in the next couple weeks, and everybody have a nice holiday weekend and a nice 6-week break.
Yeah, it's a long break, but we'll try to get you back on at some point, Alex.
Yeah,
do something. We'll talk. We'll talk with you. Yeah. You see a lot of good-looking women on your trip to Brazil. Yeah, I did go to Brazil. I think I told you this 6 years ago. They're literally just like don't have to look. They're everywhere. They're like it's incredible. Appreciate you, grateful to you too, and appreciate you as well. All right, let's. We have to. That's our boy's fight talk. He's Peruvian. So, but he loves the Colombians. He loves them. All right, we'll come back in a minute. We'll do the fight announcements. But yeah, thanks again.
Just want to say one more thing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Marcel.
Fuck you right back, dude. Don't come back. Don't come back. Never.
No, we don't need Ozzy back on the show, guys. We don't need him back.